Remember when a fairy tale only needed a grandfather, a sick kid, and the most quotable script of the decade? The Princess Bride was Rob Reiner's 1987 masterpiece, part adventure, part romance, part comedy, and all magic. A farm boy named Wesley, played by Cary Elwes, sets off to rescue his true love, Buttercup, played by Robin Wright, from a forced marriage to the slimy Prince Humperdinck, played by Chris Sarandon. Along the way, they encounter a revenge-driven swordsman, Inigo Montoya, played by Mandy Patinkin, a gentle giant, Fezzik, played by Andre the Giant, a scheming Sicilian Vizzini, played by Wallace Shawn, and the six-fingered villain, Count Ruggin, played by Christopher Guest. Even decades later, the film continues to charm, and here are 15 weird and wonderful facts that make The Princess Bride even more unforgettable. 15. The final kiss took 6 takes. While sword fights, giants, and fire swamps seemed tricky, the hardest scene to capture was the emotional payoff, Wesley and Buttercup's final kiss. Rob Reiner wanted it perfect, not just a smooch, but the moment audiences would remember long after the credits. Elwes and Wright reset again and again until the scene radiated the calm, romantic closure of a storybook ending. 14. Elwes powered through a broken toe. Early in filming, Cary Elwes injured his toe on Andre the Giant's ATV. With the sword fight still on schedule, he fought through pain, adjusting his movements so the camera wouldn't notice. Every leap, spin, and flourish was fueled by sheer stubbornness and adrenaline. 13. Andre the Giant didn't drink like a mortal. Wrestling, acromegaly, and years of pain left Andre in constant discomfort. His solution? A legendary cocktail of 40 ounces of hard liquor, consumed like lemonade. It barely affected him, but it kept him going through long days of shooting. 12. The book was a meta-prank. William Goldman framed his novel as an abridgment of a fictional, boring book by S. Morgenstern. Footnotes, publishing disputes, and even fake family reactions were all inventions. It was satire, metafiction, and a fairy tale all in one. 11. VHS made it a hit. The 1987 theatrical release was modest, earning $30 million on a $16 million budget. The real magic happened on home video. Families rented it, college students quoted it, and, inconceivable, became a cultural punchline. 10. Hollywood thought it was unfilmable. Studios couldn't decide if it was a comedy, romance, or fantasy. Goldman bought back his own screenplay to protect it. Rob Reiner embraced the script completely, keeping every quirky choice intact, including the grandfather reading to his sick grandson. 9. The cliffs of insanity were real. Filmed at Ireland's Cliffs of Moher, Wesley's climb was genuine, standing 700 feet above the Atlantic, with winds strong enough to send loose rocks flying. No green screens, pure peril. 8. The Spinal Tap hat cameo. In a subtle Easter egg, Reiner included a baseball cap referencing his earlier film, This Is Spinal Tap, visible only to eagle-eyed fans. 7. Andre's back couldn't lift anyone. Hidden platforms and camera angles made it look like Fezzik was performing superhuman feats, protecting the giant from injury. 6. Elwes got knocked out for real. When Count Ruggin hit Wesley, the strike actually rendered Elwes unconscious. The take stayed because it was authentic. 5. The rodents of unusual size were stunt performers. Little people in heavy suits brought the rouse to life, often disappearing mid-shoot to evade London parking authorities. 4. The sword fight was 100% real. Elwes and Patinkin trained for months with legendary fencing instructors. Every parry, thrust, and flourish was genuine combat choreography. 3. Wallace Shawn feared he'd be fired daily. Playing Vizzini, Shawn channeled his anxiety into performance, creating a character unforgettable for its manic energy. 2. Billy Crystal broke Mandy Patinkin. Improvising as Miracle Max, Crystal's antics left Patinkin with a bruised rib from suppressed laughter, turning one scene into comedy chaos. 1. Andre the Giant's legendary 16-second fart. During a rehearsal, the gentle giant's digestive system delivered a perfectly timed, cinematic masterpiece. The cast and crew stood in stunned awe before laughter broke out. And there you have it, 15 wild, weird, and wonderful behind-the-scenes stories from The Princess Bride. From injuries to improvisation, meticulous choreography to legendary Easter eggs, the movie's magic extended far beyond the screen.